This is Peter Mowen demonstrating Embedded Systems Lab 4. So in this lab we were introduced to timers. So now instead of having an empty for loop running in main, we have a timer running in the background, and it will cause an interrupt. And that is what's updating the LEDs. This lab also uses the buttons and the switches. So it just it counts up on the LEDs. Each of these buttons will add a different value. So like button 0 adds 1, button 1 adds 2, button 3 will add 4, and then button 2 will add 4, and then button 3 adds 8. And then the switches, if you flip them in a particular pattern, it makes it so that it locks the board. Makes it so the LEDs will blink just a locked pattern, and the buttons won't do anything. So if you flip them, switch 3, switch 1, switch 2, switch 0, it goes into the locked state, and the buttons don't do anything. And then if you flip them, switch 0, switch 2, switch 1, switch 3, it will go back to counting. So to set this all up, I created a finite state machine. And you can see the output in the SDK terminal here. So right now the current state is unlocked, and as I flip the switches, it goes from unlocked to locking 1 to locking 2 to locking 3 to the locking sequence is complete, and now we're locked. And if you try to unlock it in the wrong, or if you try to do the pattern on the switches in the wrong order, you end up in an error state, and you can't get back. So you can't unlock it. Like if it goes into the unlocking error state, you can't unlock it until you flip all the switches back up, at which point it'll go back to the locked state, and then you can flip the switches and unlock it. Similar thing happens with the once it's in the unlocked state. If you flip the switches in the wrong order, you'll go into a locking error state, and the only way to get back to the unlocked state is to flip all of the switches down. See, so I was in the locking 1 state, but now I'm in the error state. I flipped one of the switches back down, and like right now, this first switch is up, but we're still in the locking error state because I haven't gone all the way back to everything off, and now everything's down, and we are in the unlocked state.